Okay, so in this video we're going to go through how to make a check payment before we have received the bill. So when is the scenario that this could happen? Let's say, here at Fourlane we're Intuit's biggest resale partner, and so what happens is on a daily basis, right, we have our accounts payable accruing with Intuit, right? We place 20 orders someday, we place 5 orders the next day, we place 30 orders the next day after that, okay? And we have a credit limit with Intuit, okay? And so sometimes it'll take, a week or so for them to get us copies of the bills, because they do still send it out via mail. So it takes us a little bit to get a copy of the bill. But let's pretend that we hit that credit limit that we have with Intuit one day. And so we don't have the copies of the bills yet, but we know that we need to pay down in order for us to keep, we need to pay down our account with them in order for them to allow us to keep processing their orders. Now, lucky we have a great relationship with Intuit. They don't ever freeze our account, but that's an exact scenario when this could come in handy, right? So when you have this balance running, you have to pay it down before you actually get a physical copy of the bill. That's very common in companies who are starting up, right? Newer companies. You haven't established a relationship yet with your vendor. They don't really know who you are yet. And so you hit that credit limit, they're going to stop your orders until you pay it down. Okay, so what do? So we're going to go in and just write the check. So we want to record the cash transaction in QuickBooks, right? Because we need to make sure that our cash is correct. Because again, in a startup company, a lot of times cash is king. Well, cash is king in any company, but you want to make sure that you're maintaining your cash balance appropriately. Okay. So I can put in here check number, again, the date. I'm going to say today, it thinks it's 12/15. Who am I paying? So I'm going to pay, let's say Foster. I don't want to pay a vendor that. Okay, so I'm going to pay Foster's Lighting. Now, what you saw there, right, is that it popped up a message. It says, hey, you have open POs. Do you want to pay against this PO? And I said no. It also said you have outstanding bills for this vendor. Do you want to go in and pay bills? And I'm still going to say no, because I don't know what bill I'm paying for. I'm just paying them down, right? I haven't even looked at how I'm going to apply this payment. I'm just cutting them a check for, let's say, $10,000. Okay. So $10,000. So then down below here, what we want to do, you can have your memos and all that fun stuff. What we want to do is in the expenses area, we're actually going to put it to accounts payable. Okay. Because basically what we're saying is we're paying against our open accounts payable accounts with them, right? But we don't know what bill we're paying for. So I can't go in to vendors pay bills because I don't have the bills in there yet. But I want it to apply to my accounts payable account so it shows, right, that I have paid them this money. And then when I go to pay bills, I can apply the outstanding balance that I paid them. So accounts payable, and then the second thing that you have to be aware of here is you have to put the vendor name under where it says customer job. I know it's confusing because it says customer job, but you have to put a vendor name in there because basically it's saying which accounts payable account do I want to apply this $10,000 to? And I want to apply it to Foster's Lighting. Now I know you have Foster's Lighting up here, but that's taking care of the cash side. This down here is going to apply to the accounts payable side. So I say save. Okay, so what does that do to my accounts payable? Now I come in here and look at my AP aging summary. Foster's Lighting, right? I have a negative $7,000 showing on my accounts payable. If I double click to look at it, it's because I have one bill outstanding for $21.70, and then I wrote this check for $10,000. Okay, so then I go in and I enter some bills. Okay, so I'm going to receive against a couple POs for them, let's just say. So here I have $37,000 in bills, right? So you can understand where maybe, I ordered $37,000 in product from them. They needed me to make a payment. And save and close. Okay, so that bill's been entered in the system now. Okay, and now I can go into vendors and pay bills, and decide, so I'm going to filter by just Foster's Lighting, and decide how I'm going to apply that $10,000. So in here, right, when I click on anything, it's showing me I have credits available of $10,000. So I'm going to apply it to this bill that we just created. I click on the bill, I set the credit. Okay, I'm going to use $10,000 against that bill. Now I'm not going to pay that $27,000 I owe them yet, right? So I'm just going to delete this. And I'm going to say pay selected bills. Okay. So basically, again, what happened was I prepaid it, it was sitting in accounts payable, and now I'm going in and applying that $10,000 payment to the bill that I needed to apply it to. Okay. All right. So that is how to create a check payment before you receive the bill.